I'm sorry.
Hey, that's the jam, though.
We are back.
Back, everyone.
Season 2.
Yeah, season 2, man. That's crazy.
Oh my
To
god.
think, we're on season 2 right now, which I know for some of these podcasts who've been doing it for a while, it's like, oh, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But like,
To us,
quite
it's a big
literally, it to us is a big deal. Like some of the stuff we went through as far as like podcasts. I won't mention that.
Yeah.
And then the fact that I was just like, hey, Scorpio, I'm gonna do a podcast.
Mhm.
You gonna be my first guest, my first guest, and
Like, okay.
next week, you know, to now, like it's crazy. So,
Yeah.
firstly, I'm gonna say thank you everybody for their support, like for real,
Yeah,
seriously.
we appreciate you all.
Because of that, it makes us want to come back and do this more and more, again and again. And I just want to show some new merch. Well, only Silvers. If you're a bitch.
He's showing merch, all right. We'll show some new merch.
Show some merch. This is what went on during break.
Yeah. Only
I had to,
Silvers.
I had to.
Only Silvers. Only Silvers. And look, look, we do apologize for the missing in action 2 Wednesdays in a row. We don't do that. It's only because my voice, I'm gonna post it on my Instagram if you follow my Instagram. My voice was actually doing some things that it shouldn't have been doing. Whenever I get this little sinus infection thing or whatever it is, to the change of the weather, my voice turns into this deep, dark Vader, Barry White, Isaac Hayes type voice.
And now I know what some of y'all were like, you could have done the show. No.
Man,
we don't want him ruining his voice.
I sent it to Tia, and Tia was like, you need to go see a doctor. I was like, I don't need to see no doctor. This happens every year. He was like, no, if you don't go get some antibiotics, I'm like,
get some for that.
Oh, it's fine. But he wasn't complaining when I did that little Silver's little infomercial.
Well, that was towards the end of it.
He was like, okay, look, he said, oh, yeah, I'm gonna take this and market this right here. I'm like, really? He just told me to go to the doctor.
Yeah, because it's like people might think it's weird if I do it. Like I know I got the voice for it, but people are like, yo, you did your own? So now that you did it. I'm like, no, that wasn't me, that was Scorpio.
My voice literally, and people laugh because they're like, how does that happen? I'm like, I don't know. It just happens. My voice, I know it's gonna happen because it starts with draining. My nose, it started draining. I'm like, okay, my voice is gonna change. Yeah. As soon as I said that, the third day I went into, my voice goes deep, like baritone deep. You can still kind of hear it a little bit because it's clearing up, but it's a scary kind of voice. But I'll post it on my Instagram.
That's definitely scary. That's definitely scary.
It is.
So y'all,
but I'm good now.
You good now? And last week I had some stuff come up, so
I
couldn't do it. So, but we're back, and there was a lot of stuff. Of stuff that went on.
Junk went on.
Yeah, and between our last episode of season 1 and this one, so tonight's probably gonna be loaded. If you have anything you want to ask or chime in, or I mean, of course, like I said, it's open chat, so it's always open floor. There's a lot, but I'm gonna start off with the first topic.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start off with the first topic, which is controversial in its own right. And for me, I'm a writer and an artist. You know, Scorpio's a writer, and I know there's people who come and drop in the show and guests we've had who are either artists or writers. I wish there was, we could talk to everybody, like could have pulled everybody on this panel, which I don't know. Maybe an open chat, we might do that. Just revisit this because it seemed like it's going to be a thing for a while. And just pull just artists and writers on and just have an open chat. But AI art versus AI writing. Boogie, what's going on? Boogie's out there.
Boogie.
Oh, and SJ and MG, if she's still out there. But yeah, so like I said, AI art versus AI writing. So I know a lot of people have been seeing, of course, all over Instagram, all over Twitter, and probably Facebook too, I think. Where there's a lot of people who've been doing the whole no AI art symbol thing, but
I think y'all take things a little too seriously. Y'all bored.
So
people get too bored.
Yeah, so there's that. But they're also like I said, I am a writer and I am also an artist. So that's the thing. Which one? The AI art and people being angry about it. So like I said, I am a writer and I am an artist, right? So like I said, a lot of people are angry about that. But do you know what gets me? Is the same people who are angry about, and I don't know, maybe it's because I don't know. I don't want to, insult anyone, but saying maybe you don't know. But I don't know. Maybe some people don't know how AI actually works, because AI is a code, is a programming. It's something that someone sat down, typed up, and I don't know the name of the scripting for AI, but typed up in that script, fed information, and then gave it access to continue to gain that information.
Correct.
So while individuals say, well, I don't like AI art because it's stealing from the artists that are out there. Okay. But those same individuals are using AI writing. Who do you think that's stealing from?
Stealing from the writers out there. It's stealing from us.
It's stealing from all the writers. So hold on. So my big thing, yes, SJ, it is. It really is. It's a catch-22, because my big thing is, like, if you're against AI art, you should be against AI writing. But a lot of the people that I see that hate AI art are the same ones talking about
using
chat GPT and all this other AI writing stuff, and they're all for it, but angry with AI art.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but I don't see nobody get mad about the machines taking over McDonald's.
That's what people should be getting mad about.
No one get mad about that. Everybody was like, "Oh, maybe we'll get good customer service." No one's getting upset about that part.
So this right here, what SJ said, because AI art has already won competitions, which is a problem. And I get that, SJ, but also AI writing, and a lot of these people who use these AI art, they use the AI writing to explain their art, or they'll use the AI writing for their captions, or they'll use the AI writing to write stories. There's quite literally someone out there already who has used it to write a script.
And it shows like the writing actually shows like an actual depiction of it. And which if you're on TikTok, you'll see that there's a page where they send this person on TikTok a message, and this person, like for example, it says, tell the story of the falling of Lucifer, and it literally speaks that into AI, and it literally shows each depiction of how he became Satan.
Yep, and it writes it all out. So that's the thing. Like, that's why I say, for me, is like, you can't be pro one, con the other, or con one, pro the other. You're gonna be pro both or con both. See, for me, like MG just said, using AI for RP purposes. And this right here, right there, SJ. That's how I feel about it. I don't feel threatened by either, because this is how I look at it. If you're a good artist, it doesn't matter it's about AI art, because guess what? Your people are going to still come to you. See, me, I've tested AI art. I actually just dropped a short where I did for the Gen Hunters and stuff like that. In the Shadow Gen, I actually made her an AI art. I made the Shadow Gen AI art. But this is the thing. Am I going to keep using AI art and move away from my artists that I pay to do my comics? No, it's not perfect. It's nowhere near there. So I'm still going to be going to the human for that. But AI art, the one thing that I do see a benefit from is, like, if you just need something at a quick glance and you may not have the funds to pay an artist their asking price, or may not be able to pay an artist their asking price for whatever, the AI art is that tool that you could just jump to and say, okay, this is what I'm thinking, just to see how it looks. So, and yeah, like SJ said earlier, some of it's won competitions, but so is the AI writing. And like for me, I believe that I'm a good writer. I have people who have read my books who said I'm a good writer. So if someone asks me to help them write, or if somebody wants me to teach them to write, those individuals are going to still keep coming to me, even with AI art being there, because they still do. And AI writing is there, and people still come to me and ask questions, or we do our little think tanks, which we did one earlier, So, I mean, it's a tool, people.
Plus, on top of that, you have to think about it also. I mean, you're not giving AI everything. all the when it comes to AI writing and art, you're telling it what you want it to do. You're not really giving it all of what you got in your head, because I could tell it one thing and then give a different depiction as I write it. What boogie?
Boogie, speaking of, I gotta add you to the. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You're in good hands, Boogie. Once I add you to the group,
Boogie.
You're fine too. I'm not gonna say anything up here, but the idea that you and Kez pitched, you're fine. You're good.
I think y'all gonna be well. Okay.
Exactly. Right there, SJ. And that's one thing that I do agree with the AI art part. It's good for concept art. That's what I would use it for. Concept art. There's no way. And like I remember I was talking to someone about it, and they were just like, well, it's pulling money out of the artist's mouths. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, because I've used it. I will never use that to do a comic. There ain't no way out. It's not made for that yet.
How is that taking money out of artists' mouths?
Because people don't understand how art works. What I've noticed too, one of the things that I've noticed too is like I'm curious with a lot of people who are really up in arms, because I really want to ask, like, they're like, well, you're hurting our artists, and I really want to ask, like, how many are actually supporting the artists that all of a sudden now, since there's a cost to protect them, you're protecting them? How many of y'all are actually buying those artists' creations? The independent artists, the small time artists. How many of y'all are actually buying their stuff?
None of you.
I'm not talking about liking it on freaking Instagram and stuff like that. I'm talking about actually
pulling out your credit chart, pulling out the credit chart.
Yeah,
pulling out the debit card.
Because I think
actually purchasing stuff. You are the ones that are hurting the artists.
Exactly, not the AI art. Is you individuals like support your small time artists. This is $100. I'm not buying that.
I ain't buying shit, but support it.
Yeah.
I ain't buying a damn thing, but support
I can't do it. Could you please?
I have some cards for you, but I'm not buying that. But I'm gonna go spend $100 on this hair over here.
Right, yeah, right here too, SJ. Like I said, like when I did, when I used that for the shadow gen, is because I was looking up looks like, okay, what would I want the shadow gen to look like? And in the sense, I kind of gave her a look that's similar to a following that people are going to meet later. But even still in that, just typing it in, I got that. Oh, okay. So it's really just like, for me, it's just like development concept, or even if I do, like, for me, another tool it could be for too. Like if I don't feel like sitting down and drawing something, I could just type it out and then send it to my artist and say, this is ugly, but can you fix that? Because some, like I said, the AI art isn't perfect yet. And a lot of people are acting like it's out here spitting out Picassos and stuff. It's not.
It is.
I mean, it actually kind of is spitting out Picassos, but it's not perfect.
Maybe some Salvador Dali's. I don't know about Picasso.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Some stuff be melting in there. I'm like, I don't think that's supposed to melt, but okay. That's not supposed to melt like that, but all right. We know what it is.
Oh,
you know what you were trying to say.
MG said, I was chewed out for posting the AI art that I got. I hated dealing with it, so I took it all down.
Why nobody?
That's what I'm saying. Out? Nobody chewed me out either. Because you know why? They don't talk to the artists. I'm wondering if any of these people that are like running up to throw themselves in front of the AI art bullet, like seriously, like I said earlier, how many of them are actually buying from the artists?
None of you are. I can tell you right now. None of you are. The main ones that are complaining are the ones that won't even open their wallet. So
and the people who are usually like this are the ones who are actually opening their wallets.
Yeah, it's like, so shut up and go about your business. Stop always doing this. I can't. Most people who use it would never have paid for it at all.
Exactly.
At all.
Exactly. I think it's one of those things, like it always is, because the one thing that I noticed is like media jumped on board too. But then you have media endorsing ChatGPT, which is where I get at again. If you are against AI art, you should be against AI writing too, because AI writing, just like how AI art samples from artists, just like real artists in the real world sample from other artists, AI art does the same thing. AI writing does the same thing too.
It's the same thing. So how are you literally? That's like saying I am against felines, but you have nothing but cats in your house.
Like, it's a feline. That's not a feline. That's a kitty cat. Okay.
Meow, meow, meow. Come here,
Let me
meow,
see.
meow.
Oh, right here. Let me see. Actually says, FYI, the AI has also been fed cosplayer photos. Yeah,
Which
so there's that too.
have, which
Yeah,
have came out tremendously gorgeous. I have seen some of them on
yeah.
Instagram.
And that's the reason why I was saying, like, and that's how AI works. And that's what in the beginning, like in the whole beginning of us talking about this, that's the thing. Because I don't understand if people understand how AI works, because it's all code. It's code that the coder, whoever built these AIs, they were feeding it information already, probably
Mm-hmm.
gave it access to Google, fed it information, set it up to start learning, gave it access to Google, and said, run, play, run. That's the
Yeah.
same thing with AI writing. So if you're saying, so my thing is, if your argument for AI art is they're taking from artists, then your argument should be the same for AI writing. It shouldn't be they're taking from artists. What about AI writing? Oh, that makes my life easier. I use that shit in college. Like
I don't have
plagiarism.
to take notes.
What?
I don't have to use
Like,
Courier Noon anymore to make my words
yeah,
bigger to space it out.
for real. Like, I guess people think
Only got
words
3
just be
pages
out
and it
there.
makes it 5. No.
Yeah. I guess people just be thinking words be out there and shit,
I
just out there
don't know,
floating
man.
in the ether.
Look,
I don't know.
like I've been saying, I say it every episode, and every time we have a conversation, people are just getting freaking weird. You're picking and choosing, and it's like there's no opinion anymore. Your opinion doesn't matter. You either on this side or that side. It's like it's a
Like this
bad.
part here. SJ says that people were uploading their pictures and they were like, what? Didn't know. Like, I didn't know they were using my. Yes, that was the whole point. That's why they put it out there to say, let's see who's going to use this. Like, quite literally. And honestly, that's the crazy part too. But it goes to show how many people don't read stuff, because
Yeah.
a lot of that information is in there where it says your photos may be used again. Like, a lot of that stuff is in there. Like, it's not in big bold print. You're gonna have to look for it. But you should know, people who don't know how AI works, AI is fed information.
That's just like
We
people
give it that.
that just sign contracts and sign lease agreements and don't read it.
And don't read it. Exactly. Like, you got to pay attention to that stuff, especially if you're putting your money towards
Yeah,
it.
you don't read it. They hated me when I signed my leasing agreement. I sat right there and read every word.
Yep. They go, nah, I'm looking for all the fine print, buddy.
You want this 1800 that I got to put down? You better shut up. Let me read this.
Right there, exactly. That's another reason why I'm not too angry with it, because that's all it's doing is referencing. So whenever I heard the first argument was like, oh, it looks at other creators' art. And I'm like, every creator looks at other creators' art. Like, you see how many artists out here drawing Wolverine? Who do you think? Wolverine didn't just appear in their head. Some other artists drew that.
If that's the problem, then we need to get mad at these other artists that are redoing these characters. Like I told you, I seen someone redo Gambit, but made Gambit a female. Mm-hmm. Why you not mad at that?
Yeah.
All you saying is, that's bad as hell. That's bad.
That's okay. That's okay.
Why you not mad at that? We was AI before AI, even AI.
For real.
We've been AI.
We are AI.
Yeah, y'all just know that. We just not catching on to it. We've been AI in each other's work.
Yep. But my thing is too, like, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna put this out there for everybody that's fighting against AI art. Like I say, you can't con AI art, but pro AI writing. They're both doing the same thing. One's stealing from writers, the other one's stealing from artists. Or not stealing, referencing. But even still, same thing, because that's how AI gets its information. I mean, we've all seen robots, robot movies where the AI takes over everything. What happens? The AI is there, it's secluded, some type of way it gets out, and then when it gets out, it sees how stupid humans are, and it's like, you know what?
Let me make it better by eliminating you.
Yeah, let me protect you by killing you, or let me protect you by making you prisoners. Not saying this AI is going to do that, but the main, I guess, the main pointer is they all were given information, ours and that one. So I hope nobody fed nudes to the AI. I'm pretty sure people did. Oh man.
If you did, let me know.
Oh my God. But I will say this, like I said, to people who are out there fighting against AI art.
Yeah.
If you really want to kick AI art in the nards, go buy some of these small artists' work. Go buy their work. Their comic books, their graphic novels, their pinups, their freaking posters, their shirts, you know, their pens, their trades. Go buy that stuff.
Correct.
That's how you fight it. Not putting up a sign.
If you
Go
think
support.
about, you know what? If you think about it, Tier, they're
What's that?
against AI. What is NFT? Didn't they have to feed that information?
Exactly.
But y'all are
But a lot of them are
purchasing
against.
those
But some of
NFTs.
them are against that too. But you know what I say though? Like this is the thing that gets me because, like I said, medium. Like there's something that folks need to understand too, and it's not me making this stuff up. You could just look through history. When things are made to be look fearful by the masses, and that includes media, you can believe somebody's making money for that on the back end. Because when it comes back, because if you look at Bitcoin, I remember when Bitcoin first came out, because I was actually an adult, I was deployed, old enough to remember this, but people were actually using computers to mine the Bitcoin and things like that so they can get it, right? All over the news, everybody, oh, don't do that. That's how the Chinese gonna get into your bank account and all this other stuff, all this wild stuff. They were putting surveillance on you and all of this other stuff, so people stopped messing with it. Some people still kept mining. Then you had the bigger ones who were really just trying to figure out how to make money from it. And then it came back. And nobody asked the question, how the hell does this come back at $1 million?
Mm-hmm. We don't ask those questions.
The same.
Something
to pay attention to.
We march against AI art stealing from artists that you don't purchase or help. You'll hand out a card and say, I wish you all the best of luck.
Right there what she said. Propaganda. They make you afraid, so you leave it alone.
It's
and then
all
the people who want to make money from it, make money from it. Same thing happened with weed. When everybody started legalizing weed, they wanted to make it afraid. They started, all these other experimental drugs started coming up. And then all of a sudden you start hearing, the drug was in the weed and the weed is this and that. And then all of that. And then as soon as they figured out how they could tax it and get money for it, no one talks about weed anymore.
They're gonna look, man. They're gonna do what they can. They're gonna do what they can to keep you in the position that you are, because they need employees. If everyone open up their eyes and realize that, okay, I can actually not have to work a 9 to 5 anymore if I just make a certain little risk, drop a little coin here, a little here, a little here, a little here. It don't have to be your full life savings, but you can drop at least 25 here, 25 there.
Exactly. The whole stock market right now is a fear tactic, and everybody's selling.
Shit, I ain't selling shit. Just
me either. Like,
matter of fact, I'm buying more. You're like, you still ain't nothing there. I'm still buying more.
All right, buy low, sell high. Everybody's selling low. That's not how that works. Oh man, but that's a totally different conversation. I'm just saying, like, if
y'all still don't get it,
yeah, and it's wild. Yeah, for real, exactly. It happened before. And it's not just me making stuff up. Like, quite literally, that's the reason why they say if you don't study your history, you're doomed to repeat it. There's a reason why that saying is there. And so many people don't study their history
at all.
And then we end up doing the same shit every 10 to 20 years in rotation. I don't control the world, so I can't stop it. I only can control myself. So, but I'm just giving you information. So the next thing we're going to talk about. This is a rumor, folks. So don't beat me up.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it. What did Dale say? Rumor has
it. Oh my God. You need to record yourself doing that. And then every time we talk about a rumor.
Rumor has it. I'm going to do it tonight just for you. And I'm going to send it to you. We're going to pop that in there every time. This is a rumor. You're going to see me pop up. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Oh, sweetheart.
I am so gonna record that for you tonight and send it to
Please
you.
do. Please do. Please do.
You know I am. Just don't. Yeah.
We're gonna use that, y'all.
Yeah, we are.
It's gonna be funny. So, like I said, rumor DC Studios potential sell of DCEU to Netflix. The reason why I say it's a rumor is because it was out there. I think it trended for a little bit. There was YouTubers talking about it. I would have been talking about it. We would have been talking about it at the same time, but our show is today.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and I think a lot of people are saying that that could be a possibility because folks still want the Snyder Cut to be released. DC will end up still making some type of money, and Zack Snyder will be able to finish his story, which is something that I do want to see. I do want to see what his end goal was, personally.
So
wait, Nani? Wait, hold on. Yeah, because Warner Brothers Discovery. But is somebody actually coming by DC Studios from under them? Like that's or are you talking about the Warner Brothers Discovery? Or Discovery kind of owns them now? Or are you talking about that?
That's crazy. But I would like to see if how that's gonna work. Or
yeah, SJ. The Snyderverse specifically is what they were talking about. The reason why they say the DCEU is because when it was his verse, it was the DCEU. And now then it became the DCU, then now it's DC Studios. So that's the reason why everybody's just saying the DCEU. But Scorpio, you were saying you want to see how that works. I do too, but what do you think?
I'm wondering if that does happen and they go to Netflix, is DC still gonna get like some type of royalties or something from that?
Of course. It's their characters.
I mean,
so
I would expect, but
I would. And that's the reason why. And that's the reason why, personally, when I look at it, main thing, like you just said, they're still going to get something.
Yeah.
So I don't see. There's two reasons why I think that it would be. Well, three reasons, honestly, why I think it would be an amazing idea. Four reasons. Sorry, it just went up. It doubled.
I got one more on the edge.
One more. It's coming. Well, one of them is, of course, royalties. DC's still going to make money from it, even if it's at Netflix.
You better be. You'd be stupid if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, they're still going to make money from it. It's their characters, it's their story. They're still going to make money from it. So that's one. Two, DC is quite literally known for its multiverses.
Yeah.
So I would say send it over there, let it be made, let it be released, and play to that strength. Now you have these multiple universes. You got, the other Batman, the Battinson Batman, then you have the Batflag, then if he decides to come back, because I think they're all kind of pissed right now with how things went down. Yeah, but I think if it went back to Snyder, they might come back. Who knows? But then you have that Batman, and then you have whoever this new Batman is going to be. So, I think that's a cool part. The other one is just letting their. Yep, this is 3. Thank you.
He forgot.
Hope you're keeping me in check, y'all. But the third one is I just, as a creator myself, I think it would be dope to see Zack Snyder finish his story. I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, fuck Zack Snyder. I'm like, okay, but as a creator, like, let him finish the story, because he was kind of robbed. He was robbed. There was a horrible tragedy, with his life, and then all of the stuff with him getting pushed off, and then just craziness. So I would just say, as an artist, I will love to just see him afforded the opportunity to finish the story. Yep. And then the fourth one for the fans. Everybody's just like, oh, I wish the Snyder fans will shut up. And it's like, give them this, they will.
And what's
because what more? Yeah. Because what more could be? Huh? There is no film.
It was coming. I know it was. You were gonna come.
No. I was gonna say because what more can be said? Like, once the series is done, and then if Netflix has it, and Zach leads it, like, he already has
he already has a full multiple. Right, so So I mean, I don't see why not. Like you said, I would love to have. I would do that. Have something in each different direction. I would have one with Amazon, one with Netflix, one over here. You can do so many different things in those different areas.
Yeah. And then you can actually quite literally have multiple universes going on at once.
And then you can create a movie and bring those universes together. And you're like, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, DC, I want to be different from Marvel. That's a prime opportunity to be different from Marvel. You just make sure that all the studios that has a piece of the all the divisions and studios that has a piece of it, just make sure that they stay in line one way or another. I mean,
and just
tell
let
their
them
own
know.
stories,
Just
but
let them know at some point we're gonna bring each of them together. So you got to stay going this way.
So that's interesting. And honestly, yeah.
As long as
Exactly.
Batman.
Exactly. People can say whatever they would like. And I grew up with Keaton's Batman. Like I used to watch Adam West's Batman.
You don't want Val Kilmer.
Val wasn't a bad Batman, but Ben's Batman is Batman.
What was his name? The one that played as American Psycho.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale. You don't want Christian.
His Batman was good too.
That was a good.
His Batman was like more like a it just felt more rugged to me, more real. Because even like it's a lot of his villains weren't really super like made into like a super powered type fantastical type of character. Because in the first one he had the Scarecrow, of course, and Ra's al Ghul too, which over there is like Ra's was just a very good ninja, a very good assassin. Where in the DC universe, he's immortal, and then you have the Sandman. The Scarecrow, and in the first movie, you could tell that he was just unhinged, and you knew, oh, he's using chemicals. Whereas in the DC universe, before you figure out his chemicals, the way they make the character, they make him seem so fantastical that you may think that is actually his power, but no, it's still chemicals, So I think that it was dope in that aspect, how it kind of grounded everything. But as far as fighting, though,
well, you know what?
Ben Affleck is probably the best fighter Batman.
I would say Ben Affleck. One of the things that was good with the Val Kilmer is the what is it called?
He's not about to say the bat nipples, are because I don't think he had those on his
suit. I'm talking about the music. Seal did "Kiss from a Rose." Oh, that was
yeah.
That just set the whole mood for the movie. I'm just like, I would watch it just to hear that. But otherwise, Val, you can give it a rest.
So SJ says, I don't want Christian Bale back. He's a great actor and I enjoy the movies, but that voice, the voice, basically got written into the character. You're absolutely right. It has got written into the character. That's the voice now.
You leave Christian Bale alone.
He's the new Batman voice.
He kind of sound like me when I was I could have played Batman when I did.
Could have.
God,
you could have did Batman with that voice.
I could have been Zod, dude. Damn.
You could have voiced. You honestly, that's what you need to do. Send you into like a voice tape. Then when you're like when that happens, and see how many gigs you get. Yeah. So
damn, I should have did that. Good thing I recorded a couple of them for myself and saved for future purposes. There you go.
There you go. Yep. So like I said, I think it's a benefit if they do. Like I said, it's a rumor.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it. That's gonna be the new sound right now.
But I think there is a benefit from it if they do decide to.
Plus, Bale is like 5'8". So,
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. The Christian Bale is a little shorty. He's a little pocket man. Well, I'm 5'9". They consider
he's a pocket man. Then I'm a what am I a shoulder
you're
guy?
A cuff.
I'm a cuff. That's
cuff, like at the bottom of where the boot is cuff. You can sit right in there.
That's rude. Damn. Oh man, but
I'm just 5'9", dude. I'm not that far.
Yeah, I can laugh at short, Joe. I've been short my whole life. No, but it's weird to me. Like when I meet dudes who are shorter than me, who aren't like little people.
Yeah.
Like when I meet like dudes who aren't little people and they're shorter than me, that's when I'm like,
you start questioning, like,
yeah. I mean, because I'm not like stupid short. I'm probably like 5'6", so I'm not like stupid.
Yeah, you're not short. I don't consider that short.
I'm like Tom Cruise short.
Tom Cruise is that short?
Yeah, Tom Cruise like 5'6". Yeah, 5'6", 5'7", somewhere around there. He's short.
Oh,
short dude.
But what? How? Okay, so what is considered tall? 6?
Thank y'all.
You leave T alone.
But
wait, hold on, SJ. Them pictures y'all took with him. I need y'all to hush.
Yeah, they were about to beat me up. But he's a Pokemon. Okay. You know what? Just for that, MG, I'm getting your recent character that you posted. The Lapusian, but not the Lapusian. I'm putting them in issue 3 and I'm gonna Stigmata since you want to play. Since you want to play games. She gonna be. Oh Lord!
At least I said. At least I said Cuff Man. She said Pokemon. She put you in a ball. Try to catch them all. Have mercy. She put you in a whole ball. My word.
She said, "Tear, I choose you."
She threw it and it just popped out. You can't look. You came out the ball saying, "Make sure you crush your goals and conquer this week." I'm sorry. That's not funny.
Give a whole motivational speeches.
A whole motivational speech.
Oh God.
No, you came out with a copy of Ayama Stigmata.
Huh?
You want to throw me out the ball? Here go Ayama. Read this.
Yo, read this. Have fun.
Pull me out that ball again. Ever.
MG say, "You wouldn't dare." How long have you known me?
Yeah, you ought to know by now.
Yep, there you go. That's my special move. Conquer and crush.
Conquer and crush.
Oh man, I'm like, oh Lord, I do have my chibi version that was drawn for me by Strawberry Tamaki. I should my chibi Chimera King chibi.
Mm-hmm.
I should get like a Pokemon thing done for a shirt with him on it, and then it says like Tear uses Conquer and crush.
Conquer and crush.
Should I do that, y'all? Y'all let me know.
Of course you're gonna do that. You don't need no boy. You're gonna do it anyway.
Let me see. That's the problem. I know you exactly. So that's why I think that when you said you wouldn't dare, I think you were just reassuring yourself. It's like he wouldn't do that.
She's like, I'm just making sure. That's it.
That critical hit is super effective. Yeah, that's about to happen. I'm about to make that shirt now. Thank y'all. See, people, that's how you capitalize on your differences.
Exactly.
I didn't cancel anyone up here. I'm making a shirt.
No, not at all. I'm not gonna cancel you. I'm gonna make a shirt, put you on a shirt, and make money off it.
Thank you. So another thing we want to talk about, because I know everybody here right now, y'all all read comics. So like there's a kind of a crisis going on, where a lot of comic book stores have been closing like left and right. There's like another issue too with comic book publishers filing bankruptcy, and
yeah,
it's been it's been pretty wild. You know, and I don't chuckle to laugh because it's sad. Really, it's just wild to see it happening, especially for me being someone who used to go to comic shops, you know, as an adult.
Yeah. as a grown man.
Zero. Yep, as an adult and as a kid, you know. Man, it's crazy to see that a lot of them are closing down.
But we also see a lot of them are doing that one crazy thing that you need to kind of think about doing, taking out all these big loans and not being able to pay them back.
Yes.
Which could cause you to lead down that road. I try, if I'm gonna, when I do start a business, I'm gonna fund that thing myself. I don't care if I have to buy 5 shirts at a time, or because there's books at a time.
Because a lot of people, one thing I was always told, even with business and in life, that a loan should always be a supplement, not a I need money type of deal. Yeah. Especially with your business, it should be a supplement, not I needed money. I need this money to get all this done, because you gotta pay that shit back. And a lot of times you're hoping that you will make the money so that you can pay it back. And sometimes you don't. Because as you grow, your expenses grow. Your general ledger gets bigger. You get more assets, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So whereas you were looking at it like, oh, if I make it big, I can pay this back.
Yeah.
And you also are getting interest on the loan. And depending on that situation, that could be anywhere from me, I'm a veteran, so it could be anywhere from freaking 1.9 to people who don't have that situation where it might be 24%. So
I've seen loans where I know this is still talking about loans. Working in collections with student loans, which is completely different what we're talking about. But I've seen loans where they've actually given this person a $3,000 loan and tacked on 33.33 interest, and that person
Jesus.
ended up paying back $30,000. I'm like, what in the hell? Then that's the banks doing. They're getting their money back. So that's why I'm just like I would be very cautious. It's okay to start
Especially now.
small. It's okay to start small. Get 10 to 15 shirts or books at a time. Put your price on there. Get the money back from that. Buy a little bit
And
each
just recycle
time,
it.
and just keep putting your money back in the pot and taking that money out of it and get more product.
Because that's what honestly what I did with everything. Like, because a lot of people ask why, because I'm not gonna say Sovereign Comics has a small fan base because it doesn't, and quite literally, I am gonna say we got the best fan base though. Like, I'll die on the hill for that. But one of the things that I really do is I put my money back into it, so every bit made goes right back into the company. And I've had people ask me in the past, like, well, why do you do that? Like, because I want the business to stay around. I want to keep running. And then eventually when I get to that point where I'm just like, okay, what are the expenses upcoming? Oh, so I can pay that with 25% of this amount. Okay, now I can pay myself. And that's where I think a lot of people kind of misconstrue, because one of the persons who told me I shouldn't do that, they were like, you shouldn't do that. You should pay yourself first. I've said this on another podcast, and people kind of got mad at me. I'm gonna say it on my podcast because it's mine and Scorpios, and I can say whatever I want. That's fucking stupid. It is. Never do that, because, and the reason why I say that is, I guess unless you have the willpower of a monk, like, that money sitting there, you're like, I'm a buy myself a burger and that's it. Like, I don't know, but when you pay yourself first, you always mess up because you always go overboard. You're always going to spend more than what you're supposed to.
Or what they like to call it, I have disposable income.
Exactly.
And you're going to take that, come back with a big ass chain. Why?
Exactly. Why?
Why?
Go travel. I'm gonna go travel. Why? I finished the book. Doesn't mean travel. But yeah, so that's the reason why I personally all the money made goes right back into the company.
I travel for work because I have a deal over there that I'm going to go make some more money. I travel for work, but if you want a big chain, go to Amazon. They have them for like $18.
That part, but the main thing is, like, never pay yourself. This is just advice. In the end, do what you want. I'm not telling you what to do.
After 5 or 6 books, I say after 5 or 6 books, and you still eating off the money you made from the first book. Okay, yeah.
Then you pay yourself.
Okay, yeah.
That's when you start paying yourself.
Yeah.
But until you get to the point where you have massive fan base and you're looking at, I will say this, even if you're looking at 10K a month coming in, you should probably really, really, really check your assets, check your backlog, check back on your general ledger, look at how many orders you get daily, weekly, so on and so forth, even before you start spending all of that up. Because again, when you start having fun, you always overspend.
Always.
Even accidentally.
Always.
Even accidentally. Accidentally, purposely, like, sometimes it just happens. That's why you handle business, then pay yourself.
Yeah,
and things will go a little further.
And maybe with some of the comic book stores closing, I know there's, like, just recently I just saw where another big comic book shop got broke. They're getting broken into now. A lot people are breaking into them and taking big books. So, and of course, these people are probably taking these books and selling them on eBay.
People might get mad at me for saying this, but I really wish comics can go back to obscurity,
where no one knew, didn't care about it.
what
It
the hell
wasn't
was
that
going on.
they looked at comics as a bad thing,
Mhm.
and
That part, SJ, it does. Oh, and even that part, let's go back to the money thing, even that part, because you never know what may happen too. So, you're out here partying, get a flat, now you got to pay for that. That's
yeah,
money you didn't know you were going to be missing.
unexpected.
Mhm.
Like me, pulled into my apartment complex. All I heard was pops. Had to come out of pocket $200 for a new
Yep.
tire.
Yep. Because that happened to me one time too. Driving from a con, got a flat.
God damn it!
Now, if I'd have been all like, yeah, I made that money, and just started acting dumb,
Flatten all my tires. Go ahead.
I'd have been stuck in another state.
Flatten all my tires. I made all that money.
I'm just saying, be
But
a little
yeah,
more frugal. I know it's exciting, but geez,
it
be
is. But
frugal.
don't let your eyes get too
Be
big.
bigger
Just
than your
take
stomach.
take some of that money. Like I like doing the Shaquille O'Neal method. I forgot how he called it. He said when he first got it, he said whatever he got, he took half of that, put it away.
Yeah.
And he said whatever he had left, he take another half of that, put it away. He said now the rest of that you got in front of you, he said ball out, have fun.
Yep.
You have money set aside. And look at
Yep.
Shaquille now. He
Yeah, you
got
gotta be organized with it.
commercials,
Yeah.
he got
Mm,
deals,
yeah.
franchises. I'm like, bro,
You gotta be smart.
yeah,
Especially if you're now. I know there's some people out there who are like, well, I'm only doing comics for a movie deal, and I guess you can burn your candles at both ends. But if you're really trying to make this thing a thing and leave a legacy and generations for your family or what have you, you got to be smart.
can we
You
stop
have to
doing
be.
that, please? Just get into
Listen,
comics for a movie
make.
deal.
Yeah, I know, right?
To me that's disrespectful.
Yep, it's disrespectful for every
Not
content
because you
creator who has
not
come
because
before
you
you
not because you got a movie deal, but the fact that's the only reason why you're doing it. You're treating
doing
it
it.
like it's just another passive income.
The flat hit you personally, yeah. I hate flat tires, man. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
flat tires suck. But yeah, but my comic book, my
Mhm.
LCS, like I was telling you earlier, we was talking about it. He actually he has he was able during the pandemic, he opened up a second store,
Oh dang.
and he sells toys online. I think he has an eBay store that he sells toys on
Mhm.
eBay. He actually does grow his own fruits and vegetables. He makes his own hot sauce, and he even has it on his Instagram. He's the dumpster. He's the king of dumpster diving. All the display cases that are in there, he
Mhm.
got out of a dumpster, and he set it up, and you wouldn't even tell the difference. It was out of a dumpster. Cleaned it up, put the comic books in there. No one knows. Some stuff people just gave to him. Oh, here, you can have this stand right here. A lot of stuff in his comic book shop was given to him or he got for free.
That's the thing too.
Yeah,
For new indie publishers, start small.
very small.
I started small as hell. Like I started drawing with a mouse. then
Click, click, click,
then
click, click.
then freaking one of the Wacom bamboo. I got that, and then I got the Intuos, and then I got the Cintiq, and
Yeah,
now I'm drawing on my iPad. So I mean, I say start small. Like even my artists, my lead art team did the same thing.
yeah.
Started small. Um, you know, you will get there if you want to. If you want to, you'll get there. If it's meant for you to do it, you'll get there. I know that sounds cheesy. That's the truth. And what I mean by that is if it was meant
Yeah,
for you to do it, you're gonna freaking fight tooth and nail for it to happen. And that's what I mean by that when I say
just just
that. So
just keep. I mean, keep working at it. I mean, if
mhm.
you have a dream, you have a goal, just keep going. Put your faith in the good Lord up above, and let Him order your steps. You'll get there.
Yep,
Like
agreed.
they say what is that gentleman said? He says the slow the slowest way is the fastest way to get there. I forgot how that man said it. Oh Jesus. I gotta find it and I have to repost it. But you just have to just
run
take it
your race.
slow. Take it slow.
Run your race.
Take it slow. Don't kill yourself trying to be up there with everybody else. And yeah. Exactly. Start off slow.
We kind of got off. Well, we were talking about the comic shops
a little bit. Still about the same thing. Yeah. At least you did the most important thing. You started.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. So let me see. What's our next thing?
Next.
Y'all ready for this? About that Velma mess. So I'm gonna ask y'all out there, how many of y'all have seen Velma? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch it. It kind of what turned me off from it, and I'm gonna be honest with folks. And folks who've read my comics, you already know where my mind is at, and that I'm a storyteller, but I also am equal in my books. Male, female, different nationalities, different ethnicities, so on and so forth. But like in one of the previews, when that whole bashing of the fan, to me, that's old as fuck. It's played out. Like it's really old. So every time I see that, I just don't even want to take part in it.
No.
Even though I am an individual who writes stories with BIPOC leads and forward thinking, so on and so forth, but story driven, I don't want to take part in that, because my thing is there's other ways you can do that. You can do that. Just tell the fucking story. You don't have to hit the nail that hard on the head, so that's the reason when I saw that, I was just like, nope, nah, I'm tired of that. Like
I saw the preview and got turned off. I was like, no, never mind. Next. What else you got?
Exactly. And then it's like I hear a lot of people too. You heard it through Jay watching it, and you said you refuse. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. It was never the target audience because I'm not big into Scooby. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I love
from what I've listened to, yeah, it's crazy. It's wild. Like,
I love the old Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. I'll just watch the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched the old one. I will watch the one that came out in 2013 before I watch this one. I mean, I've seen that one. I will watch that. But I'm not watching Velma. Like, no. And then the way that they made so some people were like, oh, what's his name? The blonde pretty boy,
the little Ken doll.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right now. But a lot of people said that was the way he acted initially, the way that they have him in this. And I'm like, no. I mean, I don't know which version of Scooby-Doo they're talking about, but there's a version of Scooby-Doo that my mom used to watch. And I'm almost 40. So like, he wasn't, and I watched those versions and he wasn't like that.
At all.
He wasn't like that.
At all.
Even Velma's personality is totally different. She was never so outspoken. She was always the smartest in the group, but she was never so outspoken. She was more timid.
Yeah. It's almost
until you try to tell her that she's wrong or something like that, and then she'll get into you.
It's almost as if they're pretending like she never had a voice, so now she finally gets to speak.
Exactly.
And I don't like that, because Velma always said something.
She was the smartest one on the team. Every time they needed help, they looked to her every time. That's why and that's the weird part, is that you hear people saying that, like, oh, she never had a voice and now she's getting it, blah blah blah.
How did she not have
a voice? I'm like, if that was the case, why the hell do we have more people cosplaying Velma before this TV show came out than we do Daphne?
Daphne was just there to take.
It's because people knew who Velma was.
Yeah,
she was. Other than Shaggy and Scooby, it was like Shaggy, Scooby, Velma.
And the
Fred, that's his name. Even though you have Fred and Daphne, so SJ says, and I was one of the people telling others to give it a chance because everyone was mad over the ethnicity changes. But wow, yeah, exactly. They made Shaggy black, which there was nothing wrong with Shaggy. Shaggy was popular. Shaggy was getting even more popular whenever they did the whole Super Saiyan Shaggy and stuff like that. There was nothing wrong with the Shaggy. So, but then you take the individual where the mythos behind him is that he's always high. and you make him a black man. I guess forward thinking though, right?
all we do is smoke and listen to rap music and use our EBT cards. That's all we do.
And I bet people are like, but he's not high in the cartoon. Doesn't fucking matter. that's already that personification, that thing characteristic that is attached to Shaggy.
So, and we depend on our baby mamas. That's all.
A lot of people were saying she's Mindy Kaufman's self-insert. Yeah, I see that. Which I mean, to a degree, a lot of writers do, and isn't necessarily always a bad thing. And you're right. A lot of writers do it. Like I do it. I insert a piece of me into all of my characters, but I don't insert all of me, and that's when it becomes a problem when these writers get too self-gratifying, self-indulged. Yeah, to where they're going to take a character and then make that character them. That makes no sense. Each one of my characters has a piece of me, but none of them are me. The only character I have that I think people just ask, is it me? Is because it's Rainus, and Rainus has locks and I have locks, and that's like the only reason why a lot of people ask, But he does have. He probably has the most of me, like his passiveness, and then his okay, you pushed me too far. Like he's very much like me in that aspect. Which in the comics, y'all will see that version of him where he's pushed too far, and it's not good. but like Kunoichi has a piece of me. For instance, I love gummies. So guess what? She loves gummies. But you know what I did? So to push it over the top so to be hers, I made her where she becomes homicidal if you take her gummies. How most people, for you foodies out there, y'all know somebody come and touch your food, you ready to throw hands. That's how she is about her gummies. So me, I won't throw. Honestly, it depends on the gummies. I may throw hands.
Touch my plate if you want to.
Yep.
I will scratch your
Oh man. Boogie says Shaggy's stepdad in the show looks like Shaggy.
What dog? Dang. Is Shaggy's stepdad by any chance Shaggy?
Coded. Yeah. Now watch it come back at the end, and like all of a sudden we see like Shaggy, this is Velma Jr.
Shaggy was there all the time.
Yeah, this is Velma Jr. or something like that.
Crazy.
That's what I would do if I was them to save face.
I would mess with head. Oh, you gotta mess.
That's what I would do. I'm like, oh, so that wasn't Velma. But people would probably get mad at that too, because they'll be like,
oh, if the sun shines, people are mad. So what
exactly? A lot of people are mad.
Yeah, they just.
I would be like, oh, okay. Me, especially now since I've said it and it's hit my mind as that's a thought you could do to save face. If I see it, I'll be like, oh, they tried to save face. That's what I would say. But I'll be like, okay, kudos. But there's a lot of people who get mad about that. Like, oh, it's an okie doke.
Here he goes, y'all. The mind is running now.
Oh, I'm not giving them no more ideas. They're not going to do that anyway. They got to see this through.
Oh, they have to. They done put it out there now. They got to make sure it stays. They're not going to change that time zone.
You know what's crazy though, and you know what's crazy, and I say this: somebody made a valid point when it comes to HBO. They were like, and y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, because somebody said, I forget where I see it. I think it was a post or something, but it was on about the Velma thing, and they were like, "Oh, so they gave Velma a season 2, but they couldn't give Lovecraft Country a season 2." And I'm just gonna say, Lovecraft Country is in a totally different fucking universe compared to what Velma is, as far as what's good and what's not. so that is a good call. But I mean, I think I probably know why they may have canceled it. Mainly because even though I think I'm not gonna say that because I don't know who's seen it and who hasn't seen it, so I'm not gonna say what happened at the end. But the main character who was in there is actually playing as King, so I'm wondering if that might have had something to do with the canceling too.
Could be. It could be. You never know. People have silly reasons. They find any reason just to get something they, cancel it.
Yep. We don't want to see it. Here's some good news for all the Henry Cavill fans out there. because I'm a big Henry Cavill fan. For me, even though I grew up watching the Christopher Reeve Superman, it was like one of the first ones I really saw. Then, of course, the TV shows and everything, Lois and Clark, and then Smallville and stuff like that. But Henry is, to me, a iconic Superman. That's what I think.
He's a good.
But I know we talked about it last show about them booting him. But when that happened, after the show, I think it was the next day, I found out. So I was like, oh, I guess we're talking about season 2. He ended up getting the gig of his dream again with Amazon and Warhammer 40K. So he's a big Warhammer fan.
I've been seeing a lot of that happens when they let certain people go and they end up getting these bigger things with someone else, almost as if a aha in your face type of moment. So
yeah, because a lot of people thought that Marvel was going to try to snatch him up to be like the Sentry or something like that, which they were like, oh, wouldn't it be cool? Hey, he'd go from DC's actual Superman to Marvel's copycat.
That would be messed. That would be crazy. That's petty.
That's petty.
That's petty as hell.
And as a Libra, I respect that pettiness. If that was the case, I'm like, yo.
I would have been like, look, I will pay him for you to do it.
You know what, Marvel? I'm gonna watch your next movie, and I'm gonna say it's good, even if it sucks. If you would have did that pettiness,
I would have did.
But for real. So, but it looks like Amazon did it and brought him over for Warhammer, which is one. Like I said, he's a nerd. Like, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but reads comics, plays Warhammer, RPGs, tabletops. He does all of that. So hearing that, I'm just like, yo, because now I'm excited. And let me see what that shit said real quick. Hold on. Jay just confirmed the rumor about them turning Scooby into a black woman named Scooby. Oh, no.
Whoa, no. Wait a minute. Wait, stop. No.
Jay, you talking about they did that? Wow. But you know what the crazy part is? There's gonna be somebody out there yassing over that shit, though. I promise you. There's somebody gonna be out there yassing over that. Somebody. Might just be one person, but somebody's gonna be doing it. That's wild. I'll let you look for that. No, the name is Gigi. That's still a dog name, though. That's something you name a little Pomeranian or freaking Yorkie. Oh, okay, here we go. Apparently her name isn't Scooby. It's Gigi. And is the aesthetics of Scooby. Gigi is still a dog's name. I guarantee there's probably thousands of people out there who have a dog name or had a dog name, Gigi.
Apparently there was a scene. It says Scooby is a black woman scene. Shaggy is Scooby, Scoobi, and Scooby is a black woman. The only female character is a dog. What? Wait a minute. That's
also the relation. Hold on. And then Boogie said also the relationship dynamic between her, Velma, and Shaggy. Yo, this shit.
What they bumping uglies?
I guess. Let me get back to this Henry Cavill thing because that's making me kind of.
I'm so sick of your asses.
Alrighty. What the heck is what is this shit doing? I heard my dog bark. But so with the Henry Cavill thing, right? So they brought him over there. Henry Cavill's a nerd, for folks who don't know. But the one thing too is like there were some folks saying, "Well, that's a downgrade." Well, that's not going to do that well. And I just want to say this: the Warhammer 40K fandom is massive.
Yeah.
This is a good thing for him. This is a very good thing for him. I'm even a Warhammer 40K fan. Like, I don't know all the lore, but there are people out there who know all the lore, but I'm a fan of it as well. I mainly played like the older computer games and stuff for it more than the tabletop, but I have played the tabletop before, and the fandom is massive. So this is a good thing for him. I'm glad it happened, but now I'm excited because I want to see what they're going to do with this.
Oh yeah,
I really do. I want to see what they're going to do with this. And since he is a truist in a lot of things, like he wants the characters to be what they're supposed to be, which was one of the reasons why he left The Witcher. I'm hoping that they allow him to, make this exactly how it should be.
Yeah, don't do any crazy like changes.
Don't Halo it, Amazon.
Yeah,
I'll just say that. Or now we can say don't Velma it. Holy shit.
Don't Shaggy it. Don't Shaggy it. Damn.
Let's see. Hold on, we missed some stuff. So SJ said she still hates it. Me too.
Yeah.
Jay still said Gigi is a black overalls goth girl with cornrows.
Jay, ain't nobody playing with you. Next.
Okay, this might be the last topic. Oh no, we gotta tell y'all some of the other stuff. So, but this was gonna be a big one. So on to now. This DC Studios rebuild with James Gunn. So my first question, I want y'all to sound in because I really want to know what y'all think.
James.
Should we panic?
No.
What do y'all think?
I say no because James too busy to post the pictures of his cat. Every time I look on Twitter and Instagram, there's a picture of that damn cat. How many cats you got?
He loves his cat. I say this, I'm not going to panic. One, because of the freaking movie, and I have my own comics to create.
Hello.
So I'm not going to panic. I have like my own company to run, and my own writers and artists to work with. So I'm not going to panic over it. However, for me, it's kind of both. Like I'm excited to see what comes out of his mind. Because what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy, like I commend him on that, especially the first one. The first one was amazing. We'll see how the third one is. The second one was but the first one was amazing, so we know what can come out of his mind, to include other movies he's done before that and after. But so I'm excited about that. I do want to see what he can do with this entire universe. But in the same vein too, I'm afraid it's going to get real campy. I am.
Yeah.
Like, because the one thing about DC is like, DC has just like in this. I know there's more Marvel fans now, especially with the movies, than there are DC fans. But Marvel has their dark side. They deal with their demons and vampires and things like that. Then they have the X-Men side and superheroes. But like with DC is like got the Pantheon God side where those characters act a certain way. Then you have the magic characters where those characters act a certain way. Then you have the superheroes where you got different superheroes that like you got the Batmans where they're more like that family stoic, say for some of the characters like Dick, who's a little more, he could be comedic sometimes, and so on and so forth. Like, but I just don't want them all acting the same. Like that's gonna be my thing. Like
nothing like the Bat family boy. I'm gonna say.
I don't want all of the characters. Like you go to the magic side and then the universal side and the dimensional side, and but all of them are acting the same. All of them cracking the same jokes. What Marvel basically is doing. Where because a lot of those characters were very different from each other in the comics. And then in the movies, a lot of them are the same.
See that's when stuff. See that's a concern of mine, especially when it comes to like writing. You should try to do your best not to have a repeat. Boogie, we ain't panicking.
He said yes, we should panic. He said if Ben ain't Batman, we riot. Hey, I feel that though. I feel that.
We're gonna bring Val Kilmer just for you, Boogie.
Not Val.
We're gonna have Seal come back and do a remix with Lil Uzi Vert.
Do the original. No, do the original. They're not ruin that song. Uzi Vert. The fuck.
Kiss from a rose. I just want to rock. Body out of y'all. I just want to rock. Body out of y'all. Kiss from a rose. I just want to rock. Body out of y'all.
Stop before you get on my deals.
Body out of y'all. I just want to rock. Gotta bring a little Nick in there.
Lord.
Kiss from a rose. I just want to rock. Body out of y'all. Oh, y'all bitches is my sons.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I went too far. I'm sorry.
All right, so we'll go to the next part. So James will be revealing an 8 to 10 year plan, which I think is dope.
James.
I think it's dope.
I like the fact
Seems like he's ready. He's eager.
I like the fact that he has a plan, and you're not just winging it as you go.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. We're just gonna pray and hope that the plan has a good outcome. Yep. I mean,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. He's done some outrageous stuff, and you just like, okay, James, you got me worried there. I'm a little worried, but I'm gonna give you a chance, give you an opportunity, because you may just shock the hell out of me. And maybe you're something that we probably needed and didn't know that we needed. So we'll see.
The one thing that gets me, I think it's, like I said, I think it's cool that he's doing that, because it's showing that he's thinking forward. But I see some arguments where people like, Zack Snyder didn't even have a plan. It's like, it's kind of it gets to the point where it's like, I don't want to be a lunatic arguing anymore, because it's like people keep forgetting like that the whole interconnected universe was never Zack Snyder's plan. He wanted to do something kind of similar to what Christopher Nolan did, where he had his films. He only wanted 5 films and done. 5 films about, which were pretty much revolve around the Trinity.
Correct.
But whenever they saw, mainly Superman, but then of course, bring in the Justice League, But then the studio wanted extra. And that's when things got convoluted, because then the studio tried to build around what he was doing, and then was just throwing out all these release dates. They really didn't have a plan. He had a plan. The studio was playing catch up, and I think that's what they were trying to catch Marvel. So I think that's what people need to understand. That Zack had a plan. The studio wanted to catch Marvel, so the studio forced him to do things. Because I think what a lot of people forget. It's Zack Snyder, yes, but he still works for someone.
Yeah, he can't just.
And that's another thing, So
he can't just go in and just be like, "This is what we're doing." He still has to.
He still works.
He still has limitations, y'all. So he can't.
I don't think people truly understand how much power the board of executives have.
If you don't do what we say, your ass gonna be out there. No,
exactly. And there's quite literally nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do. Do you want to rap or do you don't?
Yep. So there's that. I think people need to start really deciphering that. Zack had a plan. WB did not. So James has this 8 to 10 year plan. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be released. I don't know when. Like, supposedly it was supposed to be released in January. Then he said like early January, I think. And then now it's the end of January. So hopefully we'll hear something this week. If I don't know, maybe something's released now. I haven't looked at his Twitter today. Maybe something has been released today, tomorrow, next week. Who knows? So yeah.
You gotta check all the media outlets. Gotta watch Twitter and all of that. People start posting stuff.
Exactly. So and then let's see. So the next one. Now this is interesting. There's articles out there where James has mentioned that all of the Guardians of the Galaxy cast will follow him to DC. So for y'all out there, I do have a question. Like, if that happens, if this is true, who would you like to see play who? I think for me, I think I would like to see Zoe play Vixen, personally. I know some people are probably going to say they want to see her as Zatanna, but I want to see her as Vixen. I want to see what she could do as Vixen. You know,
that would be very interesting. They go in, they do the Guardian, the Guardian of the Galaxy. They already done that, and then they have other opportunities to different characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be. I would like that.
Oh, I just thought too another character she could play. I forgot. The one Green Lantern Cruz. She could probably play her too. But I know a lot of people were talking about because whenever James kind of made this announcement, a lot of people went straight to I can't think of the dude's name right now. Damn it, I'm sorry. But he plays Star-Lord, and everybody's like, is he gonna make him Superman? I hope not.
No.
Like, no. Please don't. Now no. But do you know who I can see him in? There's only one person in the DC universe that I can see him play. Because other people were like, oh, Hal Jordan. He could be Hal Jordan. I'm like, But there's one person I can see him playing, and I think if he played him, they will have to change the character.
Yeah.
And he will become that character. Like, that's what they're gonna do. And that's Booster Gold. If he was Booster Gold, that's it.
I think it's time that they start.
I think he would kill that role.
They need to start putting more of these other characters out that you don't really. There's so many comic books on, and you don't.
He's a Chris, but I can't think of his last name. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. There's so many comic books on, and we don't actually get to see. Let's see some of those other. At least let them have an appearance in a movie. They don't have to have their own movie. At least have an appearance. We can actually see it. Like, oh, I know he does this, but it's amazing to actually see it on film.
No. Batista, I don't know who I can see him playing.
In DC, Batista.
The one person I could have thought about would have been the main man.
The main man?
The main man. His name is escaping me. He's the one that Jason Momoa is actually probably going to be playing now.
Oh, Lobo?
Yeah, Lobo. I could see him probably do a Lobo, but I can't see him with hair.
No.
That's the only thing that's hard.
He actually did
Jason
a commercial.
Momoa is Lobo.
He did a commercial with when he actually had a full lace wig on, like a salt and pepper, and he looks like a normal person with hair. But Lobo, no, that's Jason Momoa. I'll be pissed if he does not play Lobo, because Jason Momoa is Lobo in real life.
Yeah, for real.
He really is.
Oh, you know who Dave could probably play?
Who? I'm scared. Who?
Etrigan. Like, not the human version, but the demon.
Etrigan?
Mm-hmm.
Spell that?
Etrigen. I believe. Yeah.
I gotta see what he looked like. See what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's that orange demon. He's usually like when you see him around. He's usually around
dude, you going down for that one?
He could play Etrigan. Why not? He's big too. I think he would make a vicious look at Etrigan.
You know what? He actually would.
Like, not the human side, just the demon side.
Etrigan?
Because the demon side gets enough face time. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he wouldn't be seen. The
demon. Okay, he's appeared in the Demon #1.
Yep.
Oh, Jack. That was created by Jack Kirby. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I can see him actually playing that role.
I'm doing that. Just demon. And then like the dude who voiced Rocket Raccoon. He's somebody who I would see as Hal. I could see him as Hal.
I love Rocket Raccoon. He's so damn bold.
Yeah.
He said, "How much? What? The arm is not for sale. Not you, the arm. You know what the arm? Yeah. How much for the arm?"
Bradley Cooper. Thank you, SJ. Yeah, Bradley Cooper. I think Bradley Cooper could probably be Hal.
Bradley
Cooper could be Hal.
Yeah.
Or they can make him the Squirrel Green Lantern. I mean, he's already used to doing animal voices anyway. So
I mean, he has Bradley Cooper.
I think he could be
he's
Hal.
Yeah.
I think he would be a better Hal than Chris. But and then there's Vin Diesel. Because he voices Groot.
Vin Diesel play.
That would be a hard one.
Yeah, because I can't. He can either. No, he can't play that demon. He's not that big.
He couldn't be a true.
No.
I don't know who he could play.
Let's see here.
There's probably someone somewhere. Possibly Azazel, maybe.
No, I was gonna say Lex Luthor. No.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I think Azazel, the Batman villain Azazel, the one who took over as Batman for a little bit. Could probably do that.
Yeah, he can play Hal Jordan, Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. For sure.
Where
we at? Like a minute and 22?
Or he can play Top.
Who?
Top. Isn't that a character? Top.
The spinning top, the villain?
Yeah.
Oh, he could be Kilowog. He could do the voice of Kilowog since Michael Clark Duncan passed. He could play the voice of Kilowog. There it is right there. That's what Vin Diesel can do.
No, you know what?
Be the voice of Kilowog.
Either Etrigan for Batista or Bane. Batista been trying to play Bane for years.
Yeah.
He even went, he even went to them and asked them, he proposed to them to let him play Bane. Oh, he might get the opportunity to play Bane. That's the part he always wanted to play.
That'd be cool.
That would be crazy. Sure. He got what he wanted. After all, he can go to DC. I know then, yeah, he'll probably go to DC just to see if he can get Bane. Mm. I mean, he has the look now.
Yeah, definitely. So let me see. What's the next one?
Yeah.
So this one right here, I don't know if y'all heard about this yet. James Roland Let Go from Rick and Morty, Adult Swim, and Hulu. So they're going to be recasting the voices of Rick and Morty.
Okay, that's not going to be that person whoever recast they better be good.
That's what a lot of people are saying. They're just that's going to be hard.
It's going to be no more.
That's what a lot of people are saying. And the reason why they got rid of him is because he came up. I guess he got charged for, well, not I guess, but he was charged for abuse back in 2020. From what I've read,
guilty.
Yeah, and from what I've read, that he hasn't gone to court yet, and a lot of people have to understand when you're charged, it doesn't necessarily mean you did it.
No,
it just means that you're accused of potentially being the one who did it. Unless they find you with the knife in your hand, standing over the body, saying, "I killed you, motherfucker," then my comics aren't written like that. That's just, given a very bland scenario.
I stabbed that bitch.
I stabbed that bitch. Like, unless they catch you like that, like, and then because then there's no longer charged. You're being arrested. Yeah. Like,
smiling on your mud shot. On your mud shot. Like, I did that.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, he did it.
So yeah, I'm like so my thing is like if he did what he did, then okay. But if he didn't do it, because there's a lot of people who lie on people with money. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who lie on people. Period. Poor people. It don't matter.
Yeah.
So you never know. I wasn't in the house, but like I said, if he did do it, okay. Because that's fucked up.
Why.
Like for real, that's fucked up. Not what the studio did to him, but if he did do that, that's fucked up of him. So, yeah. I just think that we kind of got to get back to the whole innocent till proven guilty type of situation, because that's going to end up coming back to bite a lot of the people who enforce it. That's going to end up become like this whole new guilty until proven innocent. people who are enforcing that is going to come back to bite you in the ass one day. That's just how the universe and karma works. It's going to.
It is.
And I just hope it's not a massive situation that's life and career ending, So
it sucks, but you shouldn't do that. Don't count your eggs before they hatch.
That. Oh god. Okay, so let me see. So the last top. Well, no, because I do want to talk a little bit about a bridge. So this one, I just kind of found out today that there's a possibility that the Fantastic Four may be in Ant-Man.
Rumor has it. Has it.
This is another. I didn't put rumor in front of it. This is another rumor. I just wanted to drop that out there, so now people go like, "Oh crap!" And like, the movie's coming out soon, so maybe do some looking. Yeah, I'm guessing if they're gonna be in there, it's not gonna be like you're not gonna have to look for it. They're gonna bring them front and center. So something to look forward to.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. I'm sorry. I'm just
so just for y'all, and then we're gonna end this at 1 hour and 30. We're gonna hit it right on the dot. Wow. So some things to look forward to. This time right in season 2, we're gonna do more open chats. So we want to do those because we realize that a lot of people like those a lot, even though a lot of people like the interviews, but people really like the open chats to be able to talk back and forth for this and stuff like that.
Correct.
So we're gonna be doing more of those in season 2. But also the way that we're going to handle it is we're probably going to invite, we are going to and do plan to invite guests that we've already interviewed, some guests that we haven't interviewed, so that we all can have like this round robin conversation about the topics that are coming up. So we're hoping that y'all looking forward to that.
We're hoping.
And for folks who are out there watching right now who've been interviewed or maybe not been interviewed, if some of you want to partake in, by all means, drop in. We might just bring you up so we can talk about
it.
Yep, be prepared.
Especially with me on here. You know, I'm a wild card. I'm that play 4 card. You never know when I'm gonna hit you.
Yep. There you go.
I am that card in Uno. You never know when I'm gonna hit you with a reverse.
I feel that.
You never know. Also, before we end, I do want to manifest some things for us. I do see us getting our plaques from YouTube very soon. When you reach the 100,000 subscribers, make sure you let YouTube know that we need 2 plaques, not 1.
Right? I think they'll know. Hopefully they'll know.
You know, I could just see ourselves getting more subscribers, show getting bigger. Hopefully we get called on some interviews or some nice shows to help market our stuff too.
That'd be dope.
That would be very nice. Get some other people on here also to interview. I'm still waiting on Viola Davis. I don't know why I want her on here. I don't know why.
You're gonna ask all the questions. I might be a little too starstruck.
I'm like,
like damn, Terry ain't said. Yep, Terry ain't said shit. Like,
look, you know me, everybody, family. Hey, Auntie, bye.
I'll be calling Miss Waller. Swaller.
She does. I mean, I don't know. I just see us doing. This is the year of 2023. I don't know if y'all know it, but 2 + 0 + 2 + 3 is 7. That's the year of that's 7, which is, if you want to go biblical, that's the year of completion.
There you go.
And I don't know if you know that. I just think that circle, all those rough years that y'all had, this year is the start of this year completed that circle, and it's nothing but up from here. Next year, 2024, is the year of 8. 8 means new beginnings.
Hopefully that'll be a yacht for me. No, I'm just playing. No, actually, I'm not just playing.
No, you ain't.
No, I'm not just playing.
Because if you got a yacht, hell, I got a bunch of real estate.
Yeah, for real. Because if I got a yacht, that means everybody in the SWAT.
I mean, everybody. We all eating.
Everybody eating. Let's make that happen.
we all.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
That means we
everybody
all. That means we all and did it too. That means it's no more Hollywood. It's Soverse.
Yep, bro. That'd be some fast movie.
It's the Soverse.
Hey. So the last thing, interviews.
Yes.
I am actually going to post when you can start signing up for interviews. We're going to do it the same way we do it.
Yeah.
Last go around. And just let you sign up and pick your date. But yeah.
Correct. We are looking forward to this year, y'all.
Yeah.
We're very excited. We got some plans, some things going on.
Some merch coming soon.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I need to get some things together for the merch.
Yep.
Which I got an idea that I want to throw at you. I'll wait till the show is over.
Okay.
I'm not gonna throw it out there now because y'all might try to steal it.
Yeah. Not this group.
No, we don't plagiarize over here. Thank God.
Yeah, we don't do that over here.
We don't plagiarize.
All right, y'all.
But,
thank you everybody for dropping in.
Thank y'all.
Yep. Thank you everybody for dropping in. For meeting us at the bridge. Hope you enjoy this open chat. We hope that you've connected with us more and got to see our ideas on things.
Yes.
So we're gonna see you next week, same time. Maybe another open chat, and we're hoping to have more people up here with us.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, please. Share with your friends, family, auntie, grandma.
Real, tell them like, hey, I know this cool live where they don't yell at each other.
They don't. They actually get along. They don't fuss with each other.
No.
Actually, we fuss after it's over.
Yeah, we fuss after the fact. Like, why didn't you pull the right card? No, I'm just playing.
I shut your ass up. At least we pulled the card.
Oh man. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, y'all.
Take it easy, people.
Good night. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Rumor has it.